You weren't asking for permission. You were just asking for basic respect. But somehow, you ended up on trial. So you start explaining. You add context, you soften it, you write a paragraph, then another. You try to sound reasonable. You try to sound kind. You try to make sure they don't misunderstand you. And the more you explain, the less they respect you. Because now, it looks like you're negotiating your own boundaries. Here's the hard truth. Most people don't need more information. They need to see that you mean what you say. So if you want respect fast, you have to stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Over-explaining isn't communication, it's anxiety in sentence form. It's what you do when you're afraid a no will make you unsafe. Unsafe emotionally, unsafe socially, unsafe in the relationship. So you try to prevent conflict by being perfectly understood, but that's the trap. Because when you over-explain, you hand them 3 things. 1, more material to argue with. 2, more angles to twist. 3, the message that your boundary requires their approval. And the worst part, the moment you start defending your boundary, you've already lowered it. That's why some people keep pushing. They're not confused, they're testing. They're looking for the version of you that folds. Here's the turning point. Respect doesn't come from how well you explain. It comes from how well you enforce. And there's a difference between, I'm explaining because I want closeness, and I'm explaining because I need permission. Healthy people ask questions to understand you. Manipulative people ask questions to wear you down. So your new rule is simple. If you've stated your boundary once, clearly, your next move is not more words. It's a consequence, not punishment, a consequence. Because boundaries without consequences are just requests. Here's how to stop explaining yourself without becoming cold, rude, or aggressive. Move 1. Use the 7-word boundary. Short, clean, calm. Examples. That doesn't work for me. I'm not available for that. I'm not discussing this again. I'm going to pass. I'm not comfortable with that. Many boundary setting guides emphasize short, clear phrases you can repeat without debating. Move 2. Stop answering why like it's court. When they say why, they're often not asking for clarity. They're asking for leverage. So you answer with a loop, not a lecture. I understand you want a reason. The answer is still no. I'm not going to explain my decision. It's final. I've shared what I'm comfortable sharing. Move 3. The 3-step formula, A, B, C. Use this whenever someone pushes. A, acknowledge. I hear you. I get that you're upset. B, boundary. I'm not available for that. I won't be spoken to like that. C, consequence. If it continues, I'm leaving. If you keep pushing, this conversation is over. If that happens again, I won't be making plans. Then you stop talking. Move 4. Let silence do the work. After you set the boundary, pause. People who over-explain hate silence because it feels like danger, but silence is where respect gets built. Silence communicates, I said what I said. I'm not begging to be taken seriously. I'm not afraid of your reaction. Move 5. Practice in low-stakes places. Start with saying, no thank you, to a small request, ending a call when someone gets disrespectful, not replying immediately when someone demands access to you. Your nervous system needs reps. This is a skill. If you stop explaining yourself, 2 things will happen. Healthy people will adjust, and unhealthy people will get angry. Not because you became mean, because they lost access to the version of you they could pressure. So here's your line for today. I don't debate my boundaries. Drop it in the comments. Then prove it to yourself the next time you feel the urge to write a paragraph. Say it once, say it calm, and stand on it.